Welcome back, guys, and today it's all about fourth versus first in the North London derby. But first of all, as we can see looking at the league table here, as I've just pointed out there, we are now up into fourth place on 30 points, still 8 points behind Arsenal. Obviously our biggest rivals there, but today is an opportunity to claw some of those points back. Still could leave us 5 points behind, but we've got a good chance of winning them. But we've been on a good run. We've been on a good run, but I'm honest enough to say that some of the fixtures have been favourable. Obviously, I was thinking about coming back for the Leeds United quarter-final. Then I noticed we've got Arsenal coming up in the North London derby, and I thought, we can't miss this. Can't miss making a video, the first North London derby of FM24. But just a quick look as you went along. Obviously, beat Man United in the Cup. I can't remember exactly where we were. We drew with United there, with West Ham. We then have had a sort of favourable run-in with Sheffield United and Luton. That was an interesting game against Luton. We were 4-0 up at one point. And then it went to 4-3. Don't know what happened there, but we managed to get by in the end. And the Sheffield United game, again, we got an injury to our goalkeeper. So essentially, it became a game of 10 men. Eric Dyer went in goal. We sort of sat back on our 1-0 and managed to drag ourselves to the end of the game there. So we were quite lucky. And then you're taking in results such as a 1-1 draw with Man United there, which, as I did point out, has left us in fourth position in the league. But again, looking at the fixtures, Arsenal, Newcastle, and then probably a favourable run again until mid-January there. As you can see there, we did get Ipswich in the FA Cup third round. And it's safe to say, when they talk about FM being quite realistic, I mean, Chris Wilder has, in fact, returned to Sheffield United, and quite frankly, that's a rumour that's been going on for quite a while in real life, that Wilder is going to make that return. And for you guys out there who like to give the coaches, new qualifications, this is a new one I've seen. It was rejected purely because we're too busy. Not enough staff, and we're too busy, even though we are at maximum staff. We're apparently too short-staffed to be able to put these lads on coaching courses. So some of you guys might have already ran into this, but if not, sort of prepare yourself that the answer's going to simply just go yes, as I found in pretty much all situations. I didn't even realise it meant they couldn't coach. It meant they went away. That might have been in there for a while, but me personally, I didn't know that. But let's take a look in the North London derby. Let's not waste any more time. We do have to have, obviously, Foster in goal. Davies at left back. Schlotterbeck, Romero, Porro in the back four there. Obviously, Basuma, Nunes, who I'm not too sure if I'll put him in support of defence. We'll see how this plays out. I am starting Richarlison on the left. Højbjerg is finally coming into some form. As you can see, they're both sitting on 7 goals there, with Diaby on the right on 5 goals. Our bench is a bit of a mix of youth and experience, with some changes coming in January, and imagine. A lot of my players are linked with Saudi clubs. Emerson Royale, I've already promised to let him go out on loan to secure a move, but quite frankly, if I get a decent amount of cash from a Saudi team, or from any team, then I think I'll just let him go permanently. Bedkar's probably not going to be going anywhere. Basuma's definitely not going anywhere. Rodon can probably go. Sessegnon, I mean, if an offer comes in worth looking at, then I might consider it. Looking at things like first touch and that, I sort of need to be a bit better than that. But he is sort of starting to play a little bit. So I would expect some more changes, but probably take a deeper look into what we plan on doing in January in the next episode. Today is all about the North London derby, and there's none of this balanced mentality. It's time to be positive, and we're going to take the game to Arsenal, and hopefully, even though Arsenal are on an 8-game 8-game winning streak or something. I think the reporter said to me. We're pretty much in form ourselves, and quite frankly, I think the fans would be disappointed if in the North London derby I sort of sat back. So let's just get straight into it. North London derby, straight on the attack, straight losing the ball. Fantastic start and the opening highlight there. Hopefully nothing comes of it. How was he offside there? I mean, that was a bit of a stretch for being offside, wasn't it? I'm not too sure where we've got a shot from. No highlights so far, but we are 2 for 2 for shots and chances. So can Madison? Ooh, corner. Oh, yeah, I thought that went over that. Are we doing anything with that corner? Oh, no, goal kick for Arsenal on that one. Højlund, sorry, I keep saying Højbjerg. Højlund has sort of come into form recently. He did score a hat-trick. I know it was against Luton, but, you know, he's only a young lad. Starting to build up his sharpness and looking a bit better. He's a bit too keen on the offside of being offside at the moment. So he will have a few more goals if he could just keep himself on side. But at the moment, he's a bit too many offsides, which is rather frustrating. But I guess nothing came of that. But at least he's sort of getting in those chances, and I'm hoping the more he plays, as I said before, probably looking forward to next season. He's probably going to be a star striker for us. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That this season we achieve as much as we can achieve. But looking at players like, what's going to happen with Saka here? Looking at players like Diaby and Højlund and Nunes, players like that, Schlotterbeck at centre back as well. If these players can work week in, week out, then I can imagine, hopefully, next season that'll make them star players for us. Can we do anything here? Can Richarlison do anything? No. Corner? I think it was a corner there. Pelro with a cross in. Oh, that was nearly a cheeky one over the keeper there. It's been a positive first 20 minutes, a busy first 20 minutes. But we have been the better team, I say, just as I put the ball on the... We have been the better team. Few more highlights and another one, hopefully, for us here. Nunes, another one, growing into the team here. Can Davies do anything? Have we scored? It's Højlund. I think we've scored. Boom! First goal in the North London derby. Rasmus Højlund. As I was saying, he is sort of coming into form. Nah, miles on side on that one. He is starting to build his confidence, build his sharpness, and first big game of the season for him, and he has gone and scored. That can be a big goal. As we can't sit on it. Can we finally beat Arsenal? And some good football there. Diaby down the wing. Whoa! No. Oh, that would have been like amazing goal, amazing football. There's a few tweaks as well, because I did bring Diaby into play on the left. He was brought in to replace Heung-min Son. Go on. Ah. He was brought in to replace Heung-min Son, but however, he seems to be far more, what's the word? He can impact the game or affect the game far better on the right hand side, it appears. So that's where he's being. I mean, what does help for him is Kulusevski's. We are well up for this. Kulusevski is injured, so he hasn't really got any competition. And he isn't giving me a headache, because I'm not too sure I could drop either of them, and one of them would have to go onto the left-hand side, and it's a good headache to have, both young players. But I think they're the two future wingers. And no. Ooh. I'd have been rather frustrated there, because just looking at the stats, 11 shots, 6 on target so far. We've hit the post. We've had a couple of good chances in. We've had a fantastic first half, and hopefully we can continue it into the second half. It is now half time. I am going to semi-praise them, because, we did all right. But 1-0 means nothing. Now it's time. Let's see if we can go get those. Oh, no. Oh, no. Was that not a card? I thought that was going to be a red card or something there. Wasn't a card at all. I'll take that. Another relatively quiet start to the second half. Doesn't seem like either of us have had any shots. Looking at the stats, there's lots of wing play when you're looking at the focus of attacks. There's not a lot going through the middle, both going out on the wings. I'm not too sure who that favours. Can we do anything from this corner? Can Diaby do anything magic? Go on. Oh, again. No. What's rather frustrating is this has got like a 1-1 or something written all over this. Because we just haven't put our chances away. Annoyingly, I think he's going to have to come off. Because he's tired. Richarlison, nowhere to be seen. I'm going to play him there. I'm not too sure. Let's play him as a winger just because it probably is better there. And that's the changes we'll make for now. Like I said, we have been the better team, so there's no need to be looking at changing too much. I'm just more concerned at being 1-0. Anything can happen. We've not had all the ball, fair to say. But clearly, however we're set up has affected them because they have only had 4 shots in the entire game. I am going to make that change, but I'm not going to bring on the person possibly they think I wanted to bring on. Basuma on for Højbjerg. And we'll leave it at that for now. Just to add some. Do I want to put that? Nervous. 5 minutes added time. There was lots of added time. There was about 8 in my last game, and even then it went on for about 10 minutes. We aren't even to the end. Barely any highlights in this second half. Oh, come on. Barely any highlights in the second half. We have lost the ball right at the end. Come on, do some time wasting. Ooh, what a... Boom. First North London derby of FM24. First North London derby won. 1-0. Quite frankly, it should have been more. Rasmus Højlund with a goal. Drags us up to within 5 points of them. Well done, lads. And take a look at that league table there. Obviously, teams like Liverpool and City do have games in hand. But we can only win what's in front of us. We are now 5 points behind Arsenal. The North London derby at home. A well-deserved victory. I have to say, when it comes to this guy, Basuma, I'm hoping he's got a longer, decent length contract because as long as I'm managing at Tottenham in this save, I don't see him leaving because he's absolutely fantastic. I'm probably asking a bit much of him because I'm playing him as a defensive midfielder on defend, which is it allowing? I mean, it does work to his strengths. It is not his best position, apparently. Apparently a halfback is. And I'll be honest, I'll have a look into that. But why we're working, why it's doing well, why worry about it? 7 games unbeaten. We have stopped Arsenal's undefeated. I think they won like 8 in a row. Didn't make it 9 because we beat them there. This was just to come back for the North London derby, guys. I thought we'd all come back and see if we can beat Arsenal together. That's exactly what we did today. Absolutely deserved. 1-0. Højlund. I know I keep saying it, but at least I'm calling him Højlund now. Not Højbjerg, the other Tottenham player. But what we will do, guys, I'll probably come back around, I'd say, maybe between the Bournemouth-Ipswich game. We'll come back for that one, just to have a discussion, quick discussion about January's plans, what we think we're going to do in January, who do you think we might sell, sign, because I have still got, if you remember, I have still got £129 million to play with, having spent over something like 400 million, but I did make 200 million in sales. So we have got stuff room to play with. This is only going to be a couple of seasons save, so why not go a little bit daft? But at the moment, we're doing fantastic. Just won the North London Derby. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this video, and all the support I have had so far on this beta save is massively appreciated. And if you do want to continue watching the Tottenham saves and future FM content, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.